Hey, my gorgeous friends, it's your friend Kevin here with today's Divine Daily Blast. I hope you're well. I hope you're thriving. Let's get right to the numbers, the cards, and see what happens. It's all about energy anyway. Well, now, today, we've got a 10-1 angel numerology, which 10 is just get the 1 and add God the Divine's energy to it. Let's see what I can say about. So, number 1 energy, think of the Fool card in tarot. It is magical new beginnings, starting afresh, creating great ideas, joyful wishes, that kind of thing. Now, if you are truly number 1, which my birth numbers are number 1, and we're in a number 1 year, all these things kicking off. It's kind of the Jupiter energy in Pisces or the Jupiter energy in Scorpio, depending on what you want, how you want to look at it. But we add the 0 because why not? I mean, a 10 is sort of like the end of one cycle plus the beginning of another cycle all in one go. It's also an energy today, particularly because we're in the dark moon cycle, and the dark moon cycle today is in Aquarius. So what does that mean? It can mean that anything goes, my love. What I will say about today's energy is we're going to have to be careful how we go ahead, because this dark moon is about actions and decisions. So if you do your grid work, because tomorrow's a new moon in Aquarius, if you're doing some good work, some grid work, what is the foundation of the grid work that you're doing? And can the grid work expand globally? How will what you're wanting to achieve and what you're wanting to do on a huge scale, how is that going to impact the world, if I'm making sense? The other side of it, because I think dark moons also have some awkward energy to it. I won't say dark energy because, listen, if you're from the light and you've got the light of love in your heart, you really don't have a lot of mucking around with dark energy. However, the kind of energy I might be talking about would be risky business on this dark moon in Aquarius. So be careful. Like if you're look, you don't want anything that has a flavor or a whiff of revenge to it, or anything like that, because it will have a tendency to blow up. So just leave that alone, if you will. So we've talked about the moon, we've talked about the 10-1, being ambitious, opening Pandora's box, seeing more than what you see in front of you. That's really, really on the cards for today. What else can I say? My heart space is fully open, and I'm boldly living my life. Oh yes, bold as brass doorknobs. I am intentional and clear. I'm manifesting my desires with ease and joy. This comes from our friend Joanna Fantasies. I always look on the back of the card to see if there's something I missed, but there's nothing on there. Archangel Raphael popped out of my angel affirmation deck today, and he says, as a vibrational matchmaker, I can draw deeply powerful relationships into your life, both romantic and platonic. I am worthy of unconditional love. I open my heart to love's infinite possibilities. Love, opposite end of fear. Last week, we were being encouraged to face our fears from Vajra Yogini. Look at them in the eye. This week, we're talking about we're done with the fear. We're now increasing ourselves, increasing our all of that. We're in the increase mode. Raphael, Archangel, is with us this week. Bring us the angel affirmation. I trust my inner vision. And trusting your spiritual vision is really what we learn to lean on. It's where we really come from in the non-physical energy. And I think what we're doing right now is we're learning to use the non-physical intelligence, which I call divine intelligence, to orchestrate in a physical world that is ever changing and quickly. Metamorphosis is ongoing, as we see globally on the planet with floods and fires. Those floods and those fires are going to affect masses of people in all sorts of walks of life. So perhaps your purpose for today on the dark moon is to focus on your intentions for the world. Lakshmi and Ganesh, they are our divine masters for the week. And the affirmation there is, I am attracting health, wealth, and happiness. Those are the deities. They work with Diwali, the celebration of light in Hindu profession. The Hindu practice. Ganesh is the Hindu deity that removes, or the Hindu god that removes obstacles. Lakshmi is the one that's all about abundance, all about the material, all about bringing everything that you could possibly want. Wishes come true. We've got a 10-1, we've got these two. It's all good. Open heart, boldly living our lives, making bold choices, making bold decisions, filling ourselves up with the magic of the divine. Louise Hay's diary for today. I am an excellent communicator in all situations and easily fit it into every area of my life. She's on about communicating today in a really bold way. Now, as always, here comes our tarot card for today. It was pulled on Sunday for the whole week, and this is today's card. It is the 8 of Coins. So in this card, we've got a glass blower working steadily, but instead of working with glass and creating a lovely goblet, or if you wouldn't, whatever they do with whatever glass blowers do, he's making a humongous gold coin, as we see here. We've got the sun in Virgo as shown by this symbol in the bottom. So the process of creating is in the illustration of this card, and it crosses over all 4 of the suits. Creativity, inspiration is shown in the cups. Discipline and structure can be seen in swords. You've got all these elements in this card. Wands show us enterprising spirit necessary to bring all of our projects together. And then, of course, the coins are all this manifesting in the physical form. That can be that can look like in your world. It could be a painting, a book, a sculpture, a piece of music. I don't know, piece of jewelry. So the artist doesn't create art on a whim or only when the mood strikes him. This particular artist considers himself both an artist and an artisan. So the products in this card and the main structure of this card is proudly displayed in the line across the doorway, which is the line of coins over the doorway. Do you see all that? He produces because that's his job. So if this is showing up today, which it is, the card will refer to any job requiring repetitive action. Use a positive attitude. Oh, I like this. He's doing whatever he can with a positive attitude. He's letting go of the mundane, and he is just striving to do his best job with something that he's probably been doing over and over and over and over again. He's putting his all into this one project. But it might be a project that's repetitive. Making sense? Fairies, fairies everywhere. Give us a message. Okay, come on. Let's go. Let's just do one more. Well, no. let's just do one more shuffle. I'm not really sure. What's going on? Oh, just pull a card, Kevin. Some days are like that. Peace. Okay. Ooh, now that's a lovely, 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 lovely suggestion for this dark moon. Here we see our fairy monk with a peace lily sitting in front. Well, the wings are showing, to me, the wings are like a lotus flower. But what you want to do is get to the point of inner self peace. Right before things kick off, right before things start up. So this little fairy person, we see them in the lotus position meditating. And this fairy king looks like he's found a very deep, spiritual, peaceful place. So the message right here is to discover that state within all of us and spend just a few minutes each day in quiet contemplation. Get to that tranquil, calm, empty mind space. Expand your daily thoughts into things that will be creative, artistic. The peace lily that the fairy is holding is present with inside and with outside. So it's a bit like you want to find the peace that surpasses all understanding today. Like just peace, just peace. I can say we're all about opening your heart, opening yourself for the abundance and the tranquility of other people, but also in a very peaceful way. Many of you may have heard of or followed those, I think it was 9 or 12 monks that took a 2,300 mile walk from West Texas to the nation's capital. And I spoke about that yesterday, about how it lifted the energy and the vibration of everybody that came in contact with them. Yesterday, they were welcomed home in their home area. This is just the start of the division that's going on. The division is you're either part of the peaceful, walking for peace, walking for love, walking for light, walking for all of this, which I think we all are here on this channel, or you're part of the group that's about wild mischief. And that's pretty simple. Black and white. Very little grey area. Love is so much more expansive, possible, than fear. Fear is what people do. When they're fearful, they act out. And people get frightened of what they don't know, what they don't understand, what they don't see as being considered usual or familiar or comfortable. They act out, push up against it. We've been going through probably a decade, if not more, of these rapturous changes in our lives. Each time we come up against a bold thing, go into peace. Simple. All right, my friends, that's it from me for today. Let me know in your comments what you think, what you get from it, what intuitive messages come up for you. I love reading them. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.